Hello you fine people, we are back in Fallout 4 and we are on the coast. You can see kind of roughly where we are. And we have an interesting one today. I've been meaning to do some kind of vertibird discoverable location or home for a while. But I wanted to change it up a little bit, didn't want to do the typical Brotherhood of Steel one. So we have an Enclave Vertibird. That's right, this one is, I believe, modeled on the Fallout 3 Vertibird, Enclave Vertibird. Now, in terms of the story, I don't know how that would work, but I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility because there are kind of parts where the timelines kind of meet up. So, who knows? This could be a offshoot of the Enclave or something, maybe a rogue element. They flew into the Commonwealth and, I don't know, had some technical difficulties, maybe got hit by the EMP, I don't know, but we are going to use this one today because, to be frank, it looks very cool and also offers a lot more room on the inside. You can see we have quite a spacious interior to work with, so that's part of the reason why I chose it. And I've had it sort of got it embedded in the mud, so that's maybe part of the reason why it can't fly off. Technical difficulties, landed on the mud and sunk down and couldn't get out. And I've constructed this little walkway using the Kuro tab. And if you're wondering about how I got this, it's a mod called Constructible Enclave Vertibirds. They act as static pieces as well as defensive, sort of adds to the defense of your settlement. So it'll appear in your build menu as Enclave Vertibirds. You can see decorative or defense, and it offers a few different variations. I think this is the Fallout 3 and then possibly a Fallout 2 version. Very cool pieces indeed. This one has an interior as well, but slightly smaller on this one, so I've decided to go with the Fallout 3 version instead. So in this video I'm going to do the interior and do some work on the exterior as well to try and make it, I guess, like a discoverable location, but also possibly a player home if you wanted to. So we're going to have generators and some kind of food production as well. So let's get into it here. First off, I'm probably going to tackle maybe the exterior. So I'm going to jump into my wood mods here and I'm going to go for some floors. So I have these kind of raft floors. I'm going to use them as a way to access the roof. Basically they're going to act as the floor, and I might use this one for the top. So in kind of what I'm thinking is maybe the barrels are used as kind of like a balancing mechanism instead of having just straight up supports or pillars or something like that. And I'm going to do a series of them. So I'm thinking if I do a ladder from like the lowest kind of point, maybe around here, and then we do some kind of walkway going to the top there, because I do think I have some assets that might work for that. I just have to look for specific types. So maybe this one here can be down here. I will obviously rearrange it, but for now I'm just trying to figure out where things might go. And I just want a skinny one for the end. Maybe something like this. So if we put that one there, try and get it in the middle, and I might spin it around actually because we're going to have a ladder going up to it, so we've got to make sure it's not going to conflict too much, because the ladder is going to be straight up and down, so we've got to make sure that it's going to be in line. And let's rotate this one. Try and get that one in the middle too. Okay. I just kind of wanted to avoid a bunch of supports and things, so hence why I'm doing it this way. I might actually replace that bit because it doesn't really work for me. Okay, rotate that one. Maybe bring it down a little bit. As long as it kind of works as a walkway, then I'm pretty happy, I think. Okay, and I might just move that one back a little bit and down. Now I'm going to say that maybe the electronics for the Vertibird is damaged, but in terms of the nuclear fuel inside, it's still operable. So we're going to try and I'm going to pretend that somebody has been able to figure out how to siphon the power from that. Let's just make that a little bit smaller. And I might have to use some kind of support system there, but we'll see how we go. Let's just chuck in the ladder first and just see if we can manage that. So we're by the sea, so I'm assuming it's going to be somewhat rusty. Okay, so we can't quite get that one to where it needs to be. If we lower it, we are clipping like crazy, but we just might have to do that. Okay, we're not quite touching the floor there, so what I might do is just raise up our little walkway there as well. We'll put some kind of to be honest, I could probably get away with it. It's not too bad. It's just right on the cusp there. And let's get some Kuro tab pieces. Are we in the right one? No, CVC. What am I doing? Structural, and we want beams. Just want some skinny wooden ones. If we can somehow... Okay, what if I rotate that? Have it kind of leaning up against these parts on the Vertibird. That could work. Okay. Maybe make that a little bit larger. I'm going to say that could work. Let's just maybe move it out so it's not clipping too much. Right, maybe I can get a piece of steel or something, or some kind of piece of wood to make it look like it's connected somehow. Oh, that could work. Alrighty. Let's just test the ladder. Alright. Oh yeah. We're on top, and okay, we can't pass that one, but we can pass that one. So there's just a little lip on this that I need to finagle a little bit. Okay, so if I just get a little bit too much, if I just lift it up maybe slightly, that probably is going to work for us. Okay, cool. Alrighty, now I've got to think about power, and I have kind of an idea. I like this sort of piece here. It almost looks like a one of those cores could go on side, so I'm thinking, what if we do an OC decorator, and we just go over to, where is it? chemistry. Yes, this thing. Grab one of these, and almost looks like you can pull it out. So what if we made it kind of big? Rotate it. Try and get it on a similar kind of angle. Just get that kind of in the middle, I guess. Just upscale it a little bit. Okay, and hopefully that doesn't impede our interior too much. Okay, it's still not quite on the right angle. Oh, too much. Yeah, it's a bit better. Something like that. Yeah, looks so good. Let's just check the interior. Looks like we're fine there. Okay, and I gotta figure out a way how to do the power system. So I'm gonna say we probably need a roof on this thing, on our top bit. So, because we have electronics. But I'm gonna say that maybe we get a robot piece. And that's basically gonna act as an inverter. If we get a table. Don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna give it a try. Actually, let's just put it at the back because it's gonna, we're gonna kind of waterproof it. So if we do that, and if we get a, oh, that might work better. Oh well, let's just try it out anyway. Get some robot, like a robot chassis or something. Curative, decorative, clutter. Where's our components? Okay, one of these pieces here. It probably needs to be somewhat serious looking. So if we chuck that piece, can I even select it? Can't even select it. Why can I not do that? Okay, I might try a different mod because maybe that's an issue with the Kuro. But I know CVC has some pieces as well. Okay, so we just go grab our robot component. I don't actually know, where would it be? I think it's in household. Dead chairs. Yes, dead robot. Okay, so we just need... Is that too big for the table? That could work. Let's just get a smaller version actually, because we don't have to go too hardcore with it. Alrighty, I'm going to say that is our the component we need. Do we need to chuck something on the end here? I'm just thinking how it could work. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do a conduit. I don't know how exactly it works, but hopefully it will look cool. That will be, I guess, up to people. Alright, and if I do maybe 2 conduits, let's just make it small. Let's make that one small too. And connect the wires up. Hopefully that's gonna work. Why is that not going down? Okay, let's try that again. I'll have to place it kind of manually, I think. And shift it over. I'm just hoping that the snapping is going to work for us, because that could be an issue. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Looks a little bit funny because it's not orientated correctly, but... Aha! Well, if we put that there... Can we just upscale the... Okay, I can put it in. I just need to get it in the right spot. But I kind of want to, yeah, going into that wire section. That's what I want. Okay. So that's going into kind of our inverter. And I want to get a CVC generator. Because this will actually act as a generator, I believe. So if we go to other, and there's a battery table, like this. Okay, let's chuck that maybe there. Let's get some batteries in a row. Let's just get a bunch of them, like that. Hook them all up. Hehehe. Oh, come on. Just need it to connect to one of them. Just one. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm just going to have to do another little conduit. Shrink that one down. Okay, and then, no, don't do that. Get that one. I don't want snap. Inside. Hey, hey, yeah. Okay, power to our inverter. Batteries charging. I don't know how this works. Like, I could be completely wrong on that, but I don't care. Looks cool to me. Alright, and I want to go to beams. I'm going to construct some kind of cover for this. One there. I'm going to do, it's not going to be all out in the open. Sorry, all covered up. There is going to be some out in the open elements because I want to have plants and things. But I also need some water. Where can we get water? From down there. Okay. I'm going to put a little tank in there as well because that's going to be our pump. Ooh, I think I'm cooking with this one. Okay, let's do some stuff up here. I think we've got like a chain link, some chain link assets, which I'm probably going to use for this side. Oh no. We're going to have issues with our wall. Okay, I might have to move that over. Hope it doesn't mess up too much the wires. Looks alright. Okay, we need a small one. Where's our small one? Here we go. So we need a little bit of a gap for our wires to get through. Like so. Okay. Oh, that looks... No, I need to select that one. Come on now. Okay. And what else? Oh, we're going to do like another wall here. So let's... Oh no, I'll do a long one. Do a long one. Okay. Anything else? This one. Just to shore it up a little bit. And I just realized we're way off with our walkway. That's going to be an issue. Okay, let's just try it out. Because that's too far, isn't it? Yes, okay. Never mind. Alright, let's go. We got these plastic assets. We also have... Didn't we have chain link? Yes. Okay, we got a roof. Do we have a skinny piece? Okay, we got this. But then there's a big gap. Did I make it too tall? I think I made it way too tall. I might have to adjust that. Okay. I'm going to adjust that. So let's chuck this one here. And I'm going to get that skinny wall piece. Doesn't really match. Okay, let's just move this one over. And let's put the frame on the outside. Okay, let's bring this down. So our... I don't know if I'm going to put the roof at the top there. I think we're just going to have like random supports sticking up out of the roof. But that's okay. Oh. We need to cover up that bit with metal. Do we have a roof that will work for us, or do we just put... I might just have to do this and then shrink it down. It's going to look a little bit ugly though, I think. Oh, not that one. Okay, how much are we at? So currently 70, we might have to go a little bit lower. Okay, we're at 60. Oh, done it. So how big's that one? 60? Yes, I think we're there. Okay, that's good enough for me. And we need some walls, I think, at the end, and a ceiling as well. I think there is a... Yes, there are some flat pieces at the end of this one. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. So let's just spam these. Put it on top. Do some different flavors. Can't keep it the same, eh? Nah. Okay, so if we do that one there, and then just do another one at the end. What one? Okay, we haven't done that one. Okay, like that. Just gonna make sure that there's no big gaps. I'm trying to make it as watertight as possible. Okay, and I guess we can use one of these. Let's just make it bigger. Hopefully it fills up the gaps. I think it will. Oh yeah, it is working. So there's a road over there. I'm just going to say that they found some kind of billboard over there. Although it is interesting that it's got and it's like double-sided, random. Okay, we need some pieces down the bottom as well. So I'm just gonna do some of these. It's gonna have to do some. I got some gap fillers that are gonna fill in those random bits that can't be covered. Hopefully, oh, that's not very good, is it? What am I gonna do here? Okay, I don't think that's touching anymore. It's kind of ugly looking though. And I need to find some vertical metal piece that'll work for that section there. Okay, I've got this, it's got a bunker shutter. I don't think that actually works though, but let's cover that up. Let's bring it on the inside so we get that cool frame effect. Let's bring that down. Okay, and let's just make sure our frame is on the outside. Come on. Oh, did I have it? Yes. It's really random, the parts you can select and what you can select and can't select. Okay, let's grab that centerpiece if I can. Can't. Okay, let's just move it in. Alrighty. Oh, we're getting jittery again. I think the Kuro tab does something to the frame rates or something. It does some weird stuff. That is a little bit too wide. Do we have a skinnier piece? Okay, I got this subway thing. But we do have that gap at the top. Okay, maybe I can use a gap filler for that one. Let me just change the time of the day, sorry. So we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, that's bugging me. Alright. Let's find some gap fillers. So I need to jump into the normal wood tab here. And walls and gap fillers. So we got this one here. It's a little bit too big though, but let's see if we can fill it in without causing too much trouble for ourselves. Okay. And we got some wood pieces here. Hopefully we can do that. And we could even do another. Okay, so we've got a little gap there for the wires to come out and connect to our nuclear core. And we also need some water. So can I do a sneaky and do... Oh, goodness. Can't do that. Okay, I need to find some kind of tank. Water. Okay. While we're here, I might just do it to get the... So I got this mod Woody's Wasteland stuff, and I'll just get a pipe because we're going to do a water pump. So let's just chuck that one maybe through the wall here, because that's where our tank's going to be. Got to find a small tank. And let's do a 90. Hopefully this is going to land us right in the... Haha, no. Okay, I was going to say right in the water where it needs to go. But that's not going to play ball. But that's okay, we can finagle our way out of this. Okay, and let's do a 90, going down, and then it should clear now. Oh, look at that clearance. Well, it is touching, but I can just do one of these. Perfect. And do I have a... I think I do have like a... furniture stuff, like some kind of clampy thing. Kitchen, where is it? Where is it? Electrical? Decorations? Nope. So there was some kind of connecting piece. Oh, that could work. It is kind of freaking out on us, but I think if I line it up like so. Okay, not quite the right size, but not that one. If I can just, oh, jeez. No! We are using very fine tolerances here. Okay, I'm going to say that is definitely connected. Yes, that is definitely connected. And if I do the same here, this is going to look really fake and not very realistic. Oh, okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so I'm going to say that's connected, that's connected, that's connected. Now I need to find some kind of tank. Can I use this one? Might be far too big for us. It's like on the cusp. And it doesn't make sense because the boiler part is at the bottom. So we need to adjust that. Don't you snap. You son of a gun. Okay, I think it's going to work. I mean, it's a little bit crammed in there. If I just move that over a little bit. And I'm going to have to adjust our pipage, because that's not going to work for us anymore because the water is at the top. But that's easily done because we can just go like this and this. Okay, maybe not that one. Let's do a shorter one. And then a 90. And do that one again. Okay, that's definitely going to the top barrel. That's where the water is getting boiled by the barrel underneath with the fire. But we need some kind of way to get the water up to the top. And that's where our grebe is going to come in. So I'm going to... What grebe are we going to go for? Static objects and buildings. Industrial. Let's go grebes. Just need like a pump looking one. One of these. Oh, you know what? I guess I could just do it like that, right? Because it looks like it's going through. So if I... Actually, I could just literally... No, because you can't even see... You can't even see through the wall anyway. So we're just going to assume that is right there. So that goes up into our pump. Just need to get rid of that one there. Okay, perfect. And we need electricity for that. How are we going to do this? Because that electricity is going to get from there, or the battery, to here. Oh, what have I done? What have I done to myself? I've just created more problems. Do we say that just there's a wire or something? Yeah, I'm going to just say there is a wire linked behind the wall. You can't see it. Okay. Let's get some plants in there. Let's go decorative garden. Which one looks nice? I like that one. Not much room, but can we cram in 2? I think we can if we be a little bit... Okay, I'm just gonna do a sneaky, just do a very sneaky. Let's just shrink that down. Okay. Hey, that looks pretty cool. So it is, you know, can get some sun and some rain as well. And I might just add a little piece of metal at the top because the rain might come in sideways, so it might affect our batteries. So let's go decorative clutter. Am I in the right place? No. Structural. I think there are some scrappy pieces of metal at the end of this tab. Yes, I like this one. I used it on the last quick build. Let's do that. And let's just shrink it down a little bit. Okay. Another bit. Move it into the middle. Let's just move it over a little bit. That way. Okay, and let's go to CVC. Decorations. Space deco. Outdoor. External. Okay, this was after. Let's get some cinder blocks on here. Maybe that one can be kind of bent, like the pieces bent. Okay, I think that is all good. So that's our external piece. I think it would have looked a little bit cooler without having being kind of so boxy at the top there, but that's okay. You know what? I might just do a little bit more. Where is it? Fittings. Oh, it's fittings. Here we go. Tarps. This is what I was after. Okay, let's tarp it up a little bit. Let's tarp it up. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Let's tarp it up. Okay. Does that look right? Kind of needs to be connected. Okay. Now, this might look bad. But we're going to see how... Actually, what if I get 3? So what if I make that smaller? So that if I do a support, it's not going to be too far off our walkway here. I didn't even check how big that was actually. Okay, one more, 70% I guess. A little bit repeated, but it's okay. Okay, is that in the middle? Not really. But then again, I don't think our top piece is in the middle either. So let's just quickly move these. Okay, now if we go back to Kuro tab, and I'm going to grab some more of those amazing beams and things. So I'm just going to put these up here, and I'm just going to shrink them down. I'm just putting them here because they're a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. And then if I add a pole here, we might be very close. So I'm going to have to do some moving around of the top hole, I think. But that's okay as long as the general effect is achieved. Not too fussed. But let's maybe just rotate these a little bit just so we can... Gosh, that's ghastly. Very hard to get these into the right position, I must say. Okay, that's way off, but let's see if we can finagle it this way. Alright. Where are you? Let me select it. Come on. Why does it do that? Man, that's annoying. Okay. One, two. Should we go two? And is that going to be on the top or the bottom? I think at the top looks a little bit better. Okay, it looks like it's going to be three. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Might be just 2. 3 for the end and 2 for these parts. That top is way off. Okay. And that doesn't look very good. Okay, how are we going to manage this? Okay. I'm just trying to get like a somewhere in the middle where both of them look okay without it looking too silly. Okay. Now we can do our tall poles here. Ooh, is that even gonna touch the ground? Or touch our walkway, I should say. Hope so. Oh, yep. I think we will be okay. Ah, I keep moving other stuff. That might need to be enlarged, actually. Actually, might not need to be. Okay, I'm just going to do the rest. Line them up. Okay, I have finished. I just put up some, I just rearranged the posts here and just put up some railing as well so you don't fall off. And put in some goofy rope that I'm not completely sold on because it looks quite large. But anyway, I'm going to keep it for now. So the upper story is basically done now. Actually, before I leave, because I'm going to do the interior now, but there is one more thing I forgot to put in, and that is SOE effects. We want to do some sparks. I think it's this one. Let's just have a look. Yes, I think that really sells the look that something dangerous is happening. So let's keep that. Okay, Okay, that's all working well. So let's focus on the interior. I don't actually think this door opens and closes, but we're going to say it does. And what are we going to do inside? Okay, so I guess it makes the most sense that the end here is the bed. And this area, I can't actually navigate past this point here, so I don't know what I'm going to use for that. Maybe kitchen on this side. And then if we do that, that's not big enough. I guess we could do like this. But then we need some kind of pipage, I think. Let's try it. Let's go Kuro tab. Get some pieces of metal or something. Structural. Structural. Let's say beams. Do we have metal? Okay, here we go. And we need some sideways pieces. That looks way too big. Do we have some smaller ones? Can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, maybe that shelf piece. Oh, these might work. Yes. So if we do like that and just... My word, this is just getting kind of infuriating. I guess because I'm inside the thing, it just... Well, even the Kuro tab doesn't let me select it. Why? That's super annoying. What if I go over here? Still can't select it. So we have to be like exact with our piece, otherwise it's not going to work out. Unfortunately. Is that going to work for us? I'm just hoping it's not going to like poke through the other side. Fingers crossed. Might look super ugly. It is, but it's not immediately obvious, I don't think. I'm going to keep that for now until we can find some kind of alternative. But I'm just going to put the cooking pot on top. And let's do... maybe a metal tray or something. Do we have a metal tray? I think we do have on this thing here. But hopefully I can actually... Yeah, here we go. Maybe a small one. Kitchen cabinet top. What about something like that? Okay, and this might look super goofy, but I'm going to do it anyway. CVC. Buildings, and we want fire. Where's our little fire? Okay, we got that. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and I'm going to grab a... Don't know how realistic this is going to be, but not landscape, industrial, snappable. I just want like a extractor. Might do something like that. Okay, that's where it's coming out. Let's just make this a little bit better like that. And I'll grab a CVC, a SOE decoration. Smoke. I think the larger one looks a little bit cooler. It is massive, however, so let's do that. And stick it back. Hopefully the smoke will be going the other way this time. Okay, let's try again. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alrighty. And it, you know, we have the vent sort of just clipping through, so what I might do is just do a like a gap filler piece that goes around it, just so it kind of looks like whoever did kind of hack up the metal to get it to work. Okay, let's just shrink these a little bit. And this one. Okay. We're going to say that that has been customized. Ooh, that looks very ugly. Okay, I'm just going to keep it. I like the jank. I'm not going to do anything on the inside one. I'm just going to keep it as is. Okay, so we got a cooking area there. I'm going to say that the central bit in the middle is going to be our table. How that's going to look, I do not know. What if we just do like a big slab of wood or something right in the middle, just for a little bit of height. And we want a chair. I'm going to go for a comfy chair right in that middle of the this part here. I'm going to say that whoever just chopped off the legs and just placed it right in the middle there. That was like perfect. Okay, would they use this as a dinner table, or we're going to do like a custom swinging dinner table? Oh, that could be quite fancy actually. Okay, we're going to say this is a swinging table. So you can just grab it and bring it in towards you. So what are we going to use the table for then, if that is your food table? Good question. Television. That's what we'll use it for. Okay, I have this television mod. It's just in the furniture and miscellaneous. I'm going to put it here so whoever can sit down, have their TV dinner, watching the TV here. Let's just move it back maybe. Like that. And at the end I might just chuck some sort of generic food related things. So let's go for space deco kitchen. Not food sets, we want drink sets. Let's do a coffee. Turn that off. This one here. Like that. Okay. What are we going to use for this space at the back here? I do not know. It is kind of a hard space to build for, to be honest. I guess this side we can just have a kitchen set. Oh, we're clipping everywhere. Can we just do a sneaky shrink? Okay. I'm gonna put some stuff on top of there as well. Put that one in the corner. Okay. And let's just go to OC Decorator and just put some stuff in that will be applicable. Too far. Oh, too far. Okay, kitchen and dining. What do we have here? Okay, do we have a plate of food or something we can put on? We got bowls of food, but I want like a... Oh, here we go. That's kind of moldy, but you know, discoverable location. Like that. Can we make it a little bit larger actually? And while we're here, okay, I did see we got some, I think we got some meats somewhere. Well, we'll just sort that out later, but let's just chuck in some random items. Yes. Fill in those bits. Okay, oh, we got meat there. I thought we had like hanging meat. We got plenty of meat actually. Goodness. That could work quite well. There. Beverages. Character definitely would have a beer. Like that. And condiments. Supplies. What do we got? Oh, let's just say there's a doggo. Where's that gone? A doggo in the house. Okay. And would they have a pot? Pot of something? Definitely a toaster of some description. And other mint. Mint? I said mint. Mint. Okay, and what else do we have? A dirty tray. Let's just say that they're a bit of a grub. Maybe you got a pile happening over here. Okay, well this kitchen's looking pretty cozy. Oh yeah, definitely gotta have these. And they have to be the old decrepit ones. Oh, gotta fix that. Cooking oil, for sure. That, and let's get a fork. Look at that. Now we're in business. Entertainment. Ooh. Maybe they would have collection of things. Maybe some of these in front of the TV. Something to look at. And maybe a... Oh, is it floating? Good grief. A couple of these on there. Do we have any comic books on this tab? I might grab one of these ponies actually. Maybe it's a good place to put this thing over here. Just a bit of visual interest, kind of fill in that area. Alrighty. Okay. Let's focus on the bed side. So I'm going to go with CVC because they got some cool kind of cobbled together beds that we could use. Grab this one with a pillow. You know, that works quite well because it almost looks like we've just used the box to sort of even out the height a little bit. Try and get it in the middle. Okay, and then what do we add? Oh, we got some cool little shelves, I think. Well, they're actually big. What if we go to the mod section? No, wrong part. It's the normal vanilla section, and then go shelves. We want mods. So we got big ones and small ones. I guess we could do big ones. But they gotta be interesting looking. So if we do that and then we just shrink it into the floor so it doesn't clip through the roof. Okay, so it's got to go from like this part here. It's a nice variety of stuff, but it's got to be the same on both sides. I mean height wise. Oh, I'm stuck. If I tuck that kind of in the corner, oh no, then we can't access the beds. So if I do it on the other side, like that, do the same for this one. We got a tiny little sort of step up. You wouldn't really need to, but I'm just saying, like, if you needed to. And let's do a little, some CVC lightage. I'm just gonna go with, what do we go with? I might just go with fire. It's just easy, and it looks good too. So if I do that, oh, that works very well with that section. Okay, where are we going to stick these? So if I stick one here as well, maybe above the exit, and should we do a little surface one? Kind of lights up the kitchen as well. Not that it needs to, because we do have the okay, let's put that on the other side actually, because we got the fire there, so let's just put that one there. Okay, I think we're pretty much lit up here. What if I put that on the other side? Does it? Let's just see what it looks like at night time. Okay, bed. It's pretty cozy in here, gotta be honest. Okay, well, the doorway doesn't really have one, but that's okay. Do we need one at the top? No, I don't think so. That's great, isn't it? You walk in the door and get showered with sparks. Okay. That noise was my chair, by the way. It was not a fart. I can guarantee you. Okay. Let's do some shelves. I'm just gonna go for a one of these. Gotta choose the right one. Let's go for maybe this one. It's got some bits and bobs that'll work for us. And another junky one. Probably not very applicable. Oh yeah, that one's alright. Just shrink it a little bit. Bring it up so it doesn't conflict too much with our cart down there. And move it over. Okay, so we've got plenty of stuff in here. This person's a bit of a hoarder. But actually, while we're here, I might just do a little rug. Might have to shrink it down a little bit. Might have to shrink it a little bit more. Just get that cozy vibe up in here. Do you know what I mean? Nice and cozy. So let's just utilize this pipe here. Does that look like it's... Oh, wrong way. Hanging off there. Probably can't get much more in here because there's another big one, but it's really big. Yeah, a bit too big, I think. We can't navigate. So we get the nice meat dripping on the floor. Perfect. Okay, there's no other pipes that I can use, can I? That's alright. Just don't want it to clip. Can't see. Okay. Well, I think that might be it. There's not much more I can think to put in here. How does it look? That's looking pretty funky. In a good way. Not like the stinky funky. Like groovy. That's what I meant. Alrighty, let's have a quick look around. So, you come up here and be like, hey, let's go check our crops. Not those kind of crops. The other kind. Okay, oh, yep. Growing well, perfect. Let's check our electricity. Yep, still all hooked up, perfect. Wood still burning away, got the steam. Fresh water, nice. I didn't even put a tap, oh no, we got a tap here. That's right. So you can get your water from there. Climb down. Now, in terms of showering and toilet and everything, I mean, we're right by the sea, so I guess you just go over there. Not fancy, but there we go. Already come through here. Wow, Is he gonna sit down? Nope. Alright. Well, I guess that's not working because it's kind of clipping through the floor there. But there you go. Got your TV. Sit down. Chill out. Come over here. Do some... that's in the way, but do some cooking if you need be. And then come up here and sleep. So let me know below what you think about this one and what you think I could add or take away. And if you did enjoy that one, please drop us a like and a subscription if you're feeling extra generous there. I also have a Discord. You can find a link on the main channel page. You can jump over there, share your own Fallout 4 builds, and just get involved with the community. With all that said, I hope to see you on the next video, and have an awesome day.